Well, the car market has been seeing problems for a while. If you follow my guy Lucky Lopez, who has a channel here, he gets really in depth into like market analysis and things of that nature. And I'm sure he'll be talking about this as well. But seeing some of the numbers I've seen right now and some of the numbers that came out day before yesterday is very shocking to me. And it almost makes me want to bet against the market, against the car market right now, because I'm seeing so many different indicators. I'm seeing so many different indicators that it could blow up. We'll talk about all that and more right after this. Guys, before we get into today's video, I got to talk about the giveaway with Still Lit Lighting Solutions for the Ram TRX and the Challenger SRT 392. Those are coming to an end with limited pieces remaining. Once they sell out, that's going to be it. So Still Lit went ahead and increased their entries to 2,000x. So anybody that picks up anything as part of that Still Lit Lighting Solutions giveaway can get 2,000 extra entries on either the Ram TRX and or the Challenger SRT or both. You can get into that now by going to tk'sgarage.bigcartel.com, and it will be up while supplies last. As soon as they sell out, it will be gone. Anyways, let's get into today's video. So, numbers came out day before yesterday, I believe, that 29.3% of buyers of cars right now, used or new, have negative equity, the highest since 2021. And before that, the only time we've seen anything higher than that is around 31 to 33%, which was back around 2008. And we saw what happened there. Now, the car market did get bailed out last time, all right, by the Obama administration. And car makers kind of got bailed out by the Trump administration during COVID. I don't think any of that happens right now. We're seeing, and shout out to my guy Bobby Kahn. He's running for Congress here in the great state of Nevada. I would tell you, you know, he talks about this too, and he's a car guy. He comes from the car industry, right? That we're sitting on, or manufacturers, or dealers or whatever, companies are sitting on $6 to $8 billion of inventory, just sitting on it. Used inventory, not new inventory, used, just sitting. And then on top of that, you have all the new inventory, which is consistently being made, which compounds onto that problem. So what happens when you have 30% of the market that has negative equity? Well, right now, banks ain't giving out high loans. They're not giving out loans, with 130% LTV, which is loan to value. They're not writing those notes. I'm telling you they're not. I could tell you, because when I got financed on a car for my business, right, a fleet vehicle I needed to get from my defense contracting company, holy shit, that was a pain in the ass. Like, I literally was already putting 50% down on the car, right? Because I was trading in like other vehicles, whatever, to do that. But I was putting over 50% down on what the vehicle was, and they were still trying to get me to personal guarantee the loan. And I've never done that with a business, ever. I've always just a business, tax ID and the business's credit runs it, but none of the banks are running with that right now, which, a lot of companies that are, big corporations, they can't, they just can't have somebody personally guarantee, 200 cars or whatever it is for their business. It doesn't work like that. So seeing what I've seen here, it's been a pretty big shock. And it's like these people haven't learned yet either, right? And it compounds the problem, because at the auctions, it's the same thing. You still have banks that are holding, and running the same cars through. They're no-sailing a ton of this repoed inventory. It's why the banks are also not going out and actively repoing other cars. I know people right now here in Las Vegas that bought cars during COVID, like Tellurides and stuff like that, and owe like $58,000 on the damn thing. It ain't even worth that. They've had it for 2 or 3 years. They're like $49,000 underwater or some insane number, right? And they're just like, they haven't paid on it in over a year, and they're still driving it. And the banks keep trying to work with them. They're not reporting it negatively on their credit. So the banks right now are doing this shell game. They're trying to hide the fact that they have all of these bad loans, all right? And they have a ton of them. They have a ton of them. They have a ton of these bad loans. So what they're doing is they're playing this shell game. They won't report that somebody's missed payments, right? They won't put that on their books. They'll just keep trying to reach out to them or call them or negotiate with them to get them current, and then never report it that it was late. They could not have made a payment for a year, and then they figure out some way to get them, back into a better payment or something, or get them to start making payments on the vehicle, even though the vehicle is massively underwater and not worth what it is. And I've seen this a lot. And I'm wondering how long this goes on. How long can these banks play this shell game of not reporting these bad loans before the whole market goes boom? Something to think about. It's like, yeah, it's a risk for me if I wanted to bet against it. If I wanted to try to short that market. Because they've been propping this shit up for way longer than I expected. I mean, I've been watching Lucky talk about this. I've been watching people on Bloomberg talk about this for over 18 months. And I thought for sure the market would have collapsed already. But it hasn't. But carrying this much negative equity, you can't roll that into another vehicle. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just don't know how long it lasts. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know how long they can keep playing the shell game with these bad loans. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.
For the longest time. Whoa. For the longest time.
Percocet, Miley Percocet, Miley